Bravo! Bravo! Another spellbinding performance! Are you interested in learning any new thespian tricks? By which I mean dashing and elegant poses. In fact, what would you say to a friendly exchange? I'll teach you some thespian tricks in return for toy medals from the treasure chests. Friendship is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Ah, just the word itself gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart and my stomach.
Oh, for the love of... Please don't tell Paimon you're thinking about emergency food again! We're talking about friendship here, okay? Paimon will never understand why that's where your head goes. Anyway, are you sure you're okay with just toy medals? What could they be worth if they're just toys?
As long as you believe, even toy medals can be more valuable than gold. That is the magic of imagination. Madame Mage told me that. I can't say I entirely understand what she meant, but... the thespian tricks, I actually got those from a wish I made to Madame Mage. So long as she thinks it's a fair trade, I think it should be fine.
Sounds kinda ominous. Don't a lot of scary stories start out that way? You make a reckless wish to a wicked witch, but you end up regretting it when she forces you to pay an impossible price in return?
I believe you're misunderstanding the situation, dear guest. There is absolutely nothing to fear. To start with, mages are quite different from wicked witches. And besides, I already told you what the price is. It's the toy medals. There's no catch.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, completely. In any case, I was the one who made the wish. So if someone has to end up paying an impossible price, just leave it to me. I enjoy watching your performances, so it's well worth it as far as I'm concerned. I wonder how many blank pages are left in this book. But not to worry. Even if we run out of space, new blank pages will be added very soon. I do look forward to the day when all empty pages are filled with stories.
During my days as a wanderer, if I came upon a beautiful view and was feeling in a poetic mood, I'd stop to compose a few lines. I once thought about writing an anthology of my poems and leaving it on a shelf, so I could share with others the way I felt when my eyes first met those wonderful sights. But when I looked back at the drivel I'd written, I gave up on the idea. I'm sure other travelers will get that same sense of peace from the natural world as I did, if it's meant to be.
You intend to take a rest? I concur. You do look quite tired. Self-knowledge is a good trait to have. Better to walk at a slower pace if it means you will travel further in the end. I brought some coffee candies. Here, take one.
What exactly lies in the deepest part of this domain? I actually have quite a few theories already. But given all the monsters we keep finding, it looks like we have a tough road ahead before we can confirm the facts. Still, it'll all be worth it as long as we find the answer in the end. At least, that's what I think. Are you tired? I know a trick that works great. Imagine all the enemies you're facing as delicious ingredients. With all that tender, delicious-smelling food nearby, doesn't it just give you a big burst of energy? Huh? Hard to imagine. Maybe it's just me then. The doctor was seeing.
Not taking a turn for the better.
Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
Hunt them down. Ready.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! One with nature.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Mind the side effect.
With sword comes shadow.
The wind knows me.
Loaded.
Time to go. Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
A bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes first.
Speed of light. The doctor was seeing.
Seems like an emergency. Mind the...
Hunt them down. Ready.
Out the frying pan, into the fire.
A bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effect.
Loaded. Time to testify.
You're toast! Nice and spicy. Absorption test. Animal hypostate.
Remember, health comes first.
The doctor was seeing.
A bitter pill.
Ready. Hunt them down.
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Mind the side effect.
Stand clear. Hey,
Loaded.
Animal test 6308. Stand clear. The doctor to see you.
Mind the side effects. Seems like
Enhanced animal modules.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight!
I wonder whether this potion I made has any potential combat applications. Oh, don't worry. I understand that this isn't an appropriate location to conduct those kinds of experiments. It's too risky, and might do more harm than good if something went wrong. It's just hard to switch off and rest when all these hypotheses are swirling around in my brain. I imagine you'll want to keep fighting soon. Do you want a bite to eat first? You know you love my cooking. You should never work on an empty stomach. More importantly, a proper meal will put you in a good mood, and you'll handle yourself better in a crisis. Here, some chopsticks for ya. Don't be shy now. Dig in! Hey, are you sure you can keep going? Maybe we should take things a bit more slowly?
it's nothing serious. If I let every little setback stop me, I'd never have made it this far.
People often believe me to be highly focused on securing victories. I am a champion duelist, after all. The truth, however, is just the opposite. It is the spirit of the challenger that I value above all else. If someone is willing to face me head-on, they have my respect, no matter who secures the title of victor in the end. Strength is something that can be gained through experience. Courage, however, comes from within. Time to testify. Justice will prevent... Overrule.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Ah!
Ready. Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
Hands where I can see them. Speed of light. Hey! Cut to the chase.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Into the shadows.
You asked for it.
Transfixed. My turn. Witness my rise. Overruled.
With sword comes shadow.
Hunt them down. Loaded.
Stop right there. Hands where I can see them. Incoming.
Laid bare. This is where you fall. Evil looks. Shoot on sight. Ready.
You asked. Cut to the chase.
Loaded. Before I go on a long journey, I tend to leave the children of the House of the Hearth with some homework to complete in my absence. Many of them, however, simply play to their heart's content for most of the time I am gone, then rush to get their homework done in the final few days before my return. They believe I am none the wiser, but I have simply elected not to expose their chicanery. After all, to complete one's work in a short time frame is a skill in its own right.
I know all these books are meant for children, but some of these stories are actually quite good. Here, for example. This one's the story of two parrots that sue each other. Each accuses the other of stealing a poem that they both claim to have written that morning. But since they only know how to imitate speech, the judge has no way of knowing who actually wrote the poem first. Such a fun story. Any chance I can borrow it?
I think I'll read a little before the next battle begins. Please refrain from recommending something like a newspaper. I recognize that short-form articles may be a fitting choice, considering the limited amount of time at our disposal, but they're simply not to my taste.
I used to believe that once I'd made up my mind to do something, I should act immediately and complete the work in the shortest time frame possible. But I found that my assistants rarely lasted more than 3 months on the job, and the constant turnover took a toll on our operational efficiency. Eventually, of course, I came to realize that getting adequate rest actually improves productivity in the long term.
I won't hold you back. Much.
In the name of the Prinzessin!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, wind strike.
A bitter pill to swallow, taking a turn for the better.
Speed of light! Hey! Wings of darkness! Cut to the chase! Incoming! The doctor was seen!
One with nature.
I summon thee! Don't blink!
As one with wind and cloud.
Mind the side effects.
The doctor was seen!
Seems like an emergency. As you wish, me.
With sword comes shadow! Incoming!
There are a surprising number of books here. I can't help but wonder if there are any ancient prescriptions or medical texts.
Sorry to disappoint, but I already took a look. They're pretty much all children's books.
Is that so? Well, some fairy tales may still have therapeutic benefits in treating mood-related disorders.
Our foes grow in strength, but that isn't entirely a bad. You need constant challenges to keep your skills strong and your judgment sharp. Otherwise, you lose your edge. There's no useful experience to be gleaned from plateauing. We've got each other's backs, so let's push ourselves today.
Traveler from another world, you have the Prinzessin's permission to enjoy a brief moment of peace. But be ready. For once I have peered into this dark dominion and beheld the treachery within. I shall rain down thundering retribution upon this place. And when the curtain of doom falls, thou shalt give it thy full undivided attention.
There are many reasons why a samurai might draw their blade, but the principle is always the same. To do what they know in their heart is right. Though we walk a perilous path where powerful foes face us at every turn, and though I cannot sense what lies at its end, I tread onwards with no fear in my heart. My mind is at ease, for I tread this path in your company.
Midnight Phantasm.
Final warning! Justice will prevail! Breath of the flame! Incinerate! Oz, reveal thy... Drop your weapons! Everybody stand back! Ow! Shadow Raven! Let night! Motion to compel! The law has imposed. Let's light it up! I'm going in! By royal decree, justice will prevail!
Conquers all! Desolation and devour! Mortal!
Drop your weapons!
Desolation!
Oz, reveal!
Conquers all!
Final warning! You asked for it! Everybody stand back! Let's light it up!
The ball!
This place is so quiet. It's the perfect place to brush up on my legal research and organize my notes. Hey, do you still remember those clauses I discussed with you once before? You've already forgotten? Well, you'll just have to recite them over and over until you know them by heart.
Huh? This is supposed to be out of print! I've been looking for this for ages! I can't believe it! I wonder what else there is around here that I've been missing! I mean... The scrolls of destiny that anchored this realm in time and space make for a rather interesting read. Oz, lend me thy beak, and lift the veil of darkness. By the power of my Ode de Verurtelang, the tears and suffering described herein shall be etched in my memory. And so shall I bestow upon them my blessing.
If it's okay with you, I think we should check all the pillars in this room, just to make sure they're sturdy. If I spend too long in one place, sooner or later, accidents happen. It's not me I'm worried about. But if I'm gonna keep on adventuring with you, we gotta make sure everybody else is safe.
We're gonna rest and regroup? Good. A wise decision. There's no telling what awaits us next. It's crucial that we take every opportunity to recover our strength. You should go hydrate. I'll handle the weapon maintenance. Once I'm done, they'll be good as new.
Stay close and you will live.
Illusion shattered! Time for your arraignment! Incinerate! Teamwork is dreamwork! Higher piety by fire! There is no escape! The room!
Torn to oblivion!
It's jury.
Illusion shattered!
That is it. My time.
Shine down!
Everybody stand back!
Barbados! Guide us!
Let's light it up!
Illusion shattered!
Go and play!
Wind, hear me!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Will you join me in a game of Karuta? It is a fine way to spend leisure time. It will help us both relax, while keeping me sharp and focused. The only thing is, it is customary for the winner to be awarded with confectionery, but I do not know whether it can be brought in here. In that case, we can celebrate the victor at the Sacred Sakura some other time. Now, are you ready to be humbled?
You look troubled. Are you worried about the enemies we will soon face? Ah, I see. Sorry, I should have noticed sooner. You asked me to join your team. It is only right that I share this burden with you. The Dandelion Knight's sword is at your command. Let us proceed.
The look on your face tells me you're ready to head deeper into the domain. Next stop, the belly of the beast, huh? Never fear, for Director Hu Tao is here, ready to face whatever comes at us, from the ordinary to the abnormal to the paranormal. So, without further ado, shall we? Let's not keep the monsters waiting.
I've always wanted to go off on a big, long adventure and grow old along the way. Just like my dad's. I know there's a lot of bad luck waiting for me out there. And if I'm not careful, I might not have the chance to grow old at all. But my mind's made up. I have to do it. Because adventuring is my favorite thing!